Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So, today my session talk will be based on journey of self-discovery. So before we start, I like to everyone to think what I'm going to speak is maybe a little philosophical, but I can guarantee you what will carry for every one of us, it will be very, very meaningful and which can transform your life. I give you one example. Let's have a scenario like you are moving in a train, okay? And very next to you, there's one gentleman sitting. You start speaking to him. After a while, you ask, from where are you coming? He said, I don't know. Then ask, oh, where are you going? Similar reply, yes, I don't know. So what kind of person he is? He don't know from where he's coming. He don't know where he's going. What kind of person he is? It's crazy, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? We told him crazy because he don't know from where he's coming. He don't know where he's going. Actually, it is similarly true to us. We don't know from where we have come. And actually, every one of us, we have to go. We do not know where we'll go. We told him he's crazy because he don't know. Similarly, it's applicable to us. We don't know from where we have come. And one day, every one of us have to go. We don't know where we are going to go. Let's say another scenario. Now, let's say if you want to go from here to Delhi, you call a cab person. Cab person comes, you get in the cab, ask cab wala, take me to the railway station. You get on the railway station, you take your luggage, rush inside the railway station. When you go there, there are 2 trains are standing. How many trains? 2 trains are standing. And there's no ticket system. Whichever train you want, you can get in the train. One train is completely general compartment. Lot of crowd and dhakka-mukkhi is there. Another is a train where is completely air conditioned. Generally ask which train you will catch? Air conditioned. You get in the train, put your luggage down, get in the seats, you get a blanket, you cover yourself, and go to sleep. When you get up in the morning, ask, oh, bhaiya, kaun sa station aega? Which station has come? He says, Mumbai has come. Where you wanted to go? What do you reach to? So, which train will you catch then? AC or general? Actually, we must catch train which goes to Delhi. It is said, if journey may be very comfortable, joyful, blissful, if it does not take me to my destination, or right destination, such a journey has no meaning. Similarly, the life may be very joyful, very happy, blissful, but if it does not take me to my right destination, such a way to lead a life has no meaning. Very important to us to move on the right direction. For that, I give you one simple example. You come out from your university, ask, auto. You get into the auto, or ask, bhaiya chalo. बोलते कहाँ चले? चलो यार. Hey, कहाँ जाए? चलो यार, बाद में बताएंगे. Where will take you? Which place will take you? Maybe पागल खाना लेके जाएगा शायद. You got some mental person, right? Similarly, in this life, we are running without having our right destination. I give you a simple example. Let's give a scenario. Let's say if you sleep in the night, when you get in the morning, front of you, God is standing. Who is standing? God is standing. It asks you, okay, ask one thing. Ask one thing. What you will ask, it will grant it to you. You ask only one thing. What you will ask? Only one thing you can ask. What you will ask, granted to you. What you will ask? We had done survey. Some said money. Some said some good wife. Some said good career, good health, everything. Actually, we do not know what is the ultimate thing in life which we can achieve. It's very important. Unless we know what is the ultimate thing in life, will we keep wandering here and there. I give you a simple example. There's one small story. There was one old lady, she was carrying the dry bundle of a dry wood on her head. She was carrying, somehow it fell on the ground. And she started crying, and emotionally she was requesting to the Lord to please come and help me. But so much she was emotionally surcharged, somehow the heart of the Lord get melted, and he appears in the front of her. And the Lord asks to her, what can I do you? How can he help you? She said, please help me to keep this bundle of dry wood on my head. So Lord has come in front of her, and what she is asking? To keep the bundle of wood on her. So similarly, actually we do not know what is the thing actually we should aspire for in our life. So it's very important. Unless we have a right goal, right destination of life, simply will be wandering here and there, will not achieve the right thing in our life. So it's very important. So there is one very famous physicist called cosmologist, had made a wonderful statement. He defined something called the greatest intelligence of this era. He said, if we are able to answer 2 questions, that would be the greatest intelligence of this era. The first question is that, from where this world has come. He says, being a physicist, being a scientist, since centuries, from Galileo to the Newton, to the Calvin, to the Albert Einstein, we have been trying to understand how this world has come into existence. He said, till today, we do not have a definite, precise answer. And second question was, who am I and why I'm here? Who am I and why I'm here? It looks very trivial question, but it's very deep answer. These 2 questions has puzzled the whole scientist community across the globe, including the Princeton, Harvard, Stanford universities. They do not know about that. So it's very important. These are the questions which are very much related to every one of us of life. And I will just give you one real life example which happened in the life of a Newton. Newton, since childhood, he was a very genius. Just before we heard of like it happened. Very genius from the childhood. He had equal genius friend. Both were very genius. But both they had different views. Newton always used to think there's some supreme power who is making things to happen. And his friend, equally genius, he always used to feel things are happening automatically. Things are happening automatically. One day, Newton, what he did, he made one beautiful model of solar system. What he made? Model of beautiful solar system, kept his room. Next, he invited his genius friend. His friend walks in the room. Oh, great. Who made this? He said, night when he slept, it was not there. When he got in the morning, he found it. Hey, don't joke me, yaar. Please tell me who made this. He said, really, when he slept, it was not there. When he got up in the morning, he found, hey, please don't talk rubbish. Tell me who made this. Please hear carefully. Newton said, this small model of solar system, you are not able to believe that it has come automatically. Then how can you think huge solar system has come automatically? Newton wanted to point out nothing comes in this world automatically. Nothing comes in this world, even a small pen which we write does not come automatically. Somebody has to manufacture it. This is very important. Who manufactured me and you? What is the purpose behind it? These are the basic questions we never ask. We just keep running in this world, one place to another place to another place, not knowing our true purpose. And unless we know the purpose, unless we know our destination, right destination, will we keep wandering in this world and suddenly will disappear from this world, not knowing what happens to us. Okay, so Bhagavad-gita answers. You take the name of Mahatma Gandhi, you take the name of Rabindranath Tagore, Vivekananda, take any great personality in the world that had inspiration for Bhagavad-gita. In Akshay Patra, Abdul Kalamji had come when he was in office, when he was the President of India. He came, whoever comes, we give him Bhagavad-gita. When he gave him Bhagavad-gita to him, he put it in his hand and he said, this book has changed my life. Bhagavad-gita he is mentioned he wrote one autobiography called Wings on Fire, very inspiring book. He mentioned in that Bhagavad-gita brought U-turn in his life. So Bhagavad-gita is key, which can give you the right direction and it give you the right destination for your life. Unless we understand, we simply be wandering here and there. It is said that in one of the it is said that Aha nidra bhay mithnimcha samanyan etat pasubhi narana dharmo hitesham eko vishesho dharmen hina pasuhi samana. Some text mistake. It is said that ahara means eating. Like we eat, even the animals they eat. Aha nidra means sleeping. We sleep, even the animals sleep. Aha nidra. And it's called bhai means fighting, safeguarding ourselves. We do, the animals also do. And also matna means a sex life is common between human being and animals. If we spend our whole life by ahar, eating, sleeping, defending and mating, and it says that samanyam etat pasubhi naranam, actually they're as good as our animals. I give you a simple example. Take even big dog. Take him to the Raymond showroom. Give him good, nice suit and everything. Put him in BMW. Take him to Rambagh Palace. Give him nice food and everything. Give him big bungalow to stay. Does he become human being? Yes or no? He remains dogs. Similarly, our sastras, our scriptures, Vedics we're talking about, by having a good car, having good clothing, having good bungalow, does not make you human being. What is my human being? Actually, we must understand that. Chanakya Pandit is one of the greatest scholars of India. Renowned. He described what is education means. He said, Matrabat pardareshu, lostbat pardrabbeshu, atmabat sarvbhuteshu, yo drishyati sa pandita. Pandita means actually the intelligent, learned person. Who is a learned? Matrabat pardareshu, who sees other wives as mother. Lostrabat pardrabbeshu, he sees other possessions, money is a heap of clay. And atmabat sarvbhutesu, he sees other suffering is my suffering. Yodrishrati sa pandita, actually he is a truly learned person. So learning does not mean by simply ABCD 1, 2, 3. That maybe just earning the bread and butter. But learning has a very deep meaning in our life. So this our scripture is talking about. So dharmo hi tesham eko. One thing extra we can do as a human being. Actually, I'll give you an example. Have you seen any time some 30, 40, 50 dogs are sitting here, they are talking, what is the purpose of life? From where we have come? What will happen when we die? Never ever, right? If we do also do not inquire, so it says we are as good as animals. We have got the different intelligence to think of that. So that's very important. That's not dharmen hina. If we do not ask, we are as good as the animals. So that's being sought that. And there's a difference between the intelligence. They also have intelligence. Animals, they have intelligence. But they have only intelligence how to eat, how to sleep, how to mate, and how to defend. That's intelligence. If we ever use our intelligence only for this purpose, actually, Shastras, the scriptures talking about, we are no better than animals. So we must use our intelligence for the right purpose. The whole so-called big universities across the globe, what is the central point is that how to eat nicely, how to mate nicely, how to sleep, and how to defend. Whole education system surrounded by that. We have to come out from that. Takshila and the Nalanda were the world top-class university in the world in India. They were there, and the education was being imparted to make you true human being there. So that was being done there. Anyway, one is common denominator for everyone. One thing is everyone is looking for. What is that? Every one of us be looking for one thing. What is that? Without an exception. Happiness. All of us, we want happiness. Some may not money, some may not want money, this, education, but everyone is want happiness. And we see today the Western countries have reached summit of a material advancement. They have luxurious houses, skyscraper buildings, they have all jet planes, they have a gigantic ships, they have a mobile phone, they have robots, we have everything, rockets, everything, well-planned cities. In spite of all this advancement, men are dissatisfied, full of anxiety, stress, depressed, and above all is unhappy. Why? We are working hard. We have advanced in technology, science. We have a lot of amenities in our life, but still we are not happy end of the day. Why? We must ask to ourselves. Number of suicide cases are increasing. Number of people, there are a lot of stress is going on. Recently I was reading the New York Times newspaper. They were carrying the news about ADHD. You know, ADHD is called Attention Deficit Hyperactive Disorder. Attention, hyperactive. People are very active. They have a Facebook, they have a WhatsApp, they have a this or that, this phone, that, this mobile, that. Lot of gadgets they have. So they're hyperactive. And attention deficit. Ask him half an hour, do not do anything. Keep quiet and sit here. They cannot do so. It's very irony. So, above all, they're not happy. Then what is the reason they're not happy? It is sad that human society at the present moment is not in a darkness of oblivion. It has made a rapid progress in the field of material comforts, education, and economic development throughout the entire world. But there is a pinprick somewhere in the social body at large, and therefore there are large-scale quarrels, even over less important issues. There is a need of a clue as to how humanity can become one in peace, friends, prosperities, with a common cause. Actually, the people, the worlds, everything, at end of the day, not happy. Two countries are fighting. Two families are fighting. Two brothers are fighting. Two societies are fighting. For what reason? What we want in our life? So broadly speaking, there are two kinds of happiness: material, spiritual happiness. And material happiness deal with some kind of sight, touch, hearing, taste, and smell. Eyes want to see, ear want to hear, tongue want to taste, nose want to smell, skin wants to have. But end of the day, I give material happiness. Something like give you some 2 rasgullas to eat. You feel very nice. I give you 2 more. You feel okay, fine. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. After you say, no, enough now. I don't want it. So what happens? Actually, the graph, point of diminution. Then actually, you're after getting something material, start reducing. On the contrary, these are two. The professor called Diana Johar and the E.R. Mansa, they wrote one book called Ask You, Spiritual Intelligence. It's called Ultimate Intelligence. He wrote a wonderful book. In this book, they were the professor in the Oxford University, and they wrote this book, and they have concluded that in that book, believe in a spiritually dumb culture characterized by actually materialism, self-centeredness, lack of meaning in life. This shows that aesthetics proves violence, public unrest, anxiety, stress, etc. are constantly on rise. Communal violence, public unrest, wars are happening, terrorism is happening, number of diabetes cases going up. Where are we going wrong in our pursuit for happiness? All we are wanting happy. End of the day, we are not happy. Why? Unless we work, unless we find the reason, we'll never be able to achieve it. As he said, unless you know goal, if you go out from this place, unless you know where you want to go, you will never reach to that place. So that's very important for that. And there's a wonderful analogy is given that there is a one queen. She goes to the market, buys one parrot. For parrots, she makes a one golden cage. Keep the parrot inside the golden cage. And morning to night, she was cleaning the cage, brightening that, putting the diamonds, brightening them, cleaning them. After 15 days, she finds the parrot has died. She starts crying, thinking, I was so nicely taking care of the cage, why the parrot has died? After thinking a while, she understood that she was so much busy to take care of the cage from last 15 days, she forgot to feed the parrot. So similarly, the whole life will keep running to take care of the body, but actually we forget that inside this body there's a soul which makes the whole body to emanate. If soul sleep, the body may be the Bill Gates, body may be Trump, body may be the Narendra, Tendulkar, Dhoni, this whole body is useless. The soul is that which makes the whole body to work on the right direction. So unless we understand, that's the reason the Bibles point out, what a profit a man if he wins the whole world but loses the soul. There's no profit in the day. You may achieve big thing the whole life. When you go out from this body, you empty hand. So unless you understand this very deep in person, it's individual for everyone. So that's very important to know. There's a small story about the Gautam Buddha which I want to tell you. There was a king and the queen, they give a birth to the one baby boy. They call it one of the astrologers, they make a horoscope for that. And says if this boy sees any time miseries in life, he will renounce the world and he will become a mendicant. Some of the parents got a little scared, so they did all his education, whatever, inside the palace. First time he came out from the palace, age of 20. And when he came out of the palace, so there was a chariot. He said, take me to one tour of the city. He get in the chariot, then charioteer, he took him the tour of the city. When he going in the city, he find there's one person, he's coughing. Caw, caw, caw. And what happened to him? First time he saying a person, oh, he's a sick person. He's a disease. What happened to him? No, he got disease. Why you got disease? Anyone got a disease? Yes, you also can get a disease. Further he goes, they find one old person walking like this. What happened to him? He's becoming old. Why you becoming old? Everyone has to become old. Yes, you also have to become old one day. Further he goes, there's one person was lying on the road and people sitting across and they were crying. What happened to him? He said, to gaya. What gaya? Gaya. They will throw him and burn it off. Kyun gaya? Everyone has to go one day. Yes, you also have to go one day. You start thinking, one day I have to become old, one day disease has to come, one day I have to go. What a fool I'm sitting in the palace and doing. Then then he renounced the whole thing and he goes to Gaya. Now, Buddha Gaya, if you know, there's one place called in Bihar. And then actually he meditated on that, and when he sees this all pure person, and he immediately understood the temporary nature of this body and the pleasure drive of it. So actually, from thereby he went for search for real happiness. From his name was Siddhartha, he became Buddha. So what I'm trying to point out overall here, unless we know our purpose of existence, unless we know who created me, why he created me, who created everything, we will not able to lead a meaningful, true life. We may do big thing, end of the day. When everyone has to move out, nobody is stationary here. And there's one thing I want to mention, there's one small conversation between Yudhishthir Maharaj and Yamraj, which is mentioned in the Mahabharata. Yamraj is asking to Yudhishthir Maharaj, what is the most surprising thing in this world? What is the most surprising thing in this world? So in the reply to this, Yudhishthir Maharaj says, Ahan ahini bhutani gashyanti yamalaya sesa isthabaram icchanti kim ascharyam atah param. Ahan ahini, every day we see gashyanti yamalaya. When we turn the newspaper, when we read the newspaper, we find something called Thiye ki Baitak. All varieties of people, right? It's not only old people. All varieties of people are there. Every day we see people are going. Sesa means those are staying, remaining. Isthabaram means going to be here. Icchanti. Those who remains, they think, I will go on. ठीक है, उसका नंबर आया, that number आया, he's gone. But I'm going to be here permanently. किम आश्चर्य, इससे ज़्यादा आश्चर्य की बात को भी, what could be the more surprising than this? We see everything, but still we close eye. No, we gone. But one day we have to go. So the Bhagavad-gita is trying to answer every question which can arise in our mind and which can make our life meaningful. So it's very important for all of us to understand, then actually we'll able to lead a meaningful life. So Bhagavad-gita, reading Bhagavad-gita, understanding and applying that our knowledge in our day-to-day life is very, very, very important, which will make you happy and content and give you the right direction. So, this is from my side. Thank you very much.